cooperation or collaboration, which really drives the employee experience. Abstract. This article explores the key differences between cooperation and collaboration, and their relative impacts on employee experience in today's workplace. Through a review of relevant academic literature and examples from management consulting experiences, cooperation is defined as the coordination of individual efforts without shared ownership, most effective for routine tasks. Collaboration is characterized as a collective process, requiring interdependent work, shared goals and outcomes, and trust critical for complex problem-solving. The article argues that true collaboration cultivates more meaningful work, autonomy, social support, continuous learning, and organizational commitment among employees. It maintains fostering collaborative ways of working through intentional cultural changes can unlock higher engagement, performance, innovation, and retention compared to relying solely on cooperation. Practical recommendations are provided for organizations seeking to embed collaboration as a core value and operating practice. In today's complex and fast-paced work environments, organizations are increasingly recognizing the importance of cooperation and collaboration among employees. However, many struggle to understand the nuanced differences between these two constructs and which one may have a greater impact on employee engagement, satisfaction, and retention. As both a management consultant and academic researcher, I have studied this topic at length and have seen its practical implications firsthand in numerous organizations. Today, we will explore the key distinctions between cooperation and collaboration, supported by relevant literature, and explain why fostering true collaboration may be most critical for cultivating positive employee experiences in the modern workplace. Defining the differences. To begin, it is important to clearly define cooperation and collaboration, as the terms are often used interchangeably even though they represent distinct concepts. O'Neill and Salas, 2018. Cooperation generally refers to a more transactional coordination of individual efforts to accomplish separate tasks. Tijosvold and Tijosvold, 1995. It emphasizes individuals supporting one another's efforts without necessarily sharing ownership over goals or outcomes. Crawford et al., 2018. Cooperation works best for more routine or compartmentalized work that does not require deep integration of efforts. Oetzel, 2009. In contrast, collaboration involves a collective process where individuals work together interdependently to achieve a shared goal. Adler and Heckscher, 2007. It implies shared ownership of both the work and any resulting outcomes. Chapman, 2017. Critical for complex work that benefits from diverse perspectives and integrated solutions. Tuckman, 1965. True collaboration depends upon high levels of trust among participants to openly share insights, take risks, and hold one another accountable. Crawford and High, 2019. At first glance, both cooperation and collaboration seem beneficial. However, significant research shows collaboration leads to greater innovation, problem-solving effectiveness, team commitment, and productivity. Paulus and Nijstad, 2003, Salas et al., 2008. This is because cooperation focuses more on transactional exchanges versus the deeper communication, shared mindsets, and mutual influence that characterize collaborative work. O'Leary and Mortensen, 2010. Collaboration and the employee experience. Given today's innovation, knowledge work, and flatter organizational structures, collaboration skills have become increasingly important for employees at all levels. Agarwal and Ellis, 2001, however, fostering true collaboration takes intentional effort on the part of leadership. Through my consulting work, I have seen firsthand the positive impact this can have on employee experiences. For instance, at a global technology firm, leadership recognized siloed workgroups were hindering innovation and responsiveness to customers. They launched a company-wide initiative to break down barriers and incentivize cross-functional collaboration. As part of the change effort, collaborative workspaces were introduced, new team-building activities organized, and collaboration metrics incorporated into performance reviews. In an employee engagement survey administered before and after the changes, collaboration scores jumped nearly 30%, while retention also improved significantly. Employees reported feeling more connected to the business, empowered in their work, and satisfied in their roles. In the healthcare industry, one hospital network was struggling with physician burnout due to high administrative burdens and lack of input into systems changes. An intervention involved convening collaborative task forces with representation from physicians, nurses, administrators, and IT staff. Together, they redesigned key processes while fostering relationship building and shared understanding of various viewpoints. Physician satisfaction dramatically increased as they gained a stronger voice and sense of control over their work. Patient outcomes also improved as care became more integrated across specialties through collaborative care models. Through my research and practice, I've identified a few key reasons why prioritizing true collaboration can powerfully impact the employee experience. Meaningful work collaboration allows people's diverse skills and perspectives to integrate in solving complex, meaningful problems. Bayerlein et al. 2003. This fosters greater engagement and job satisfaction compared to individual task-focused cooperation. Autonomy and impact. Collaborative employees have latitude in decision-making, while also seeing direct impact of their work. Hirschhorn and Gilmore, 1992. This increases feelings of autonomy, empowerment, and meaning that boost retention. Social support. The relationships built through collaboration become sources of support that enhance resilience and reduce stress. Crawley et al. 2021. This positively influences health, well-being, and work-life integration. Continuous learning. Collaborating exposes people to diverse ideas and teaches new skills through hands-on application. Paulus and Neidstad, 2010. This stimulates curiosity, optimism, and helps employees develop expertise, enhancing adaptability to change. Organizational commitment. When organizations prioritize collaboration, employees feel higher loyalty, organizational pride, and motivation to go above and beyond. Bayerlein et al. 2009. This translates to discretionary effort that lifts performance. True collaboration fosters these important elements of employee experience more potently than simple cooperation alone by inspiring people through challenging, meaningful, and interconnected work. While efficiencies come from cooperation, sustainable employee and business success depends on unlocking the deeper drivers of motivation that arise through collaborative ways of working. Fostering a collaborative culture. Given collaboration's significant impact, it is important for leaders to cultivate the right environmental and behavioral conditions for it to thrive. Johnson et al. 2014. Some practical steps organizations can take include: reward collaboration. Incorporate collaboration metrics into goals, reviews, and incentives to emphasize its importance. Break down silos. Foster regular cross-functional communication and joint activities to build understanding across boundaries. Provide collaborative workspaces, open floor plans, and meeting areas. Encourage casual interactions that spark new ideas. Train collaboration skills. Help employees learn techniques like active listening, influence without authority, and navigating diverse perspectives. Model collaboration. Leaders must exemplify collaborative behaviors and decisions themselves for others to emulate. Share information freely. Breaking down information. Hoarding encourages open sharing of data/insights. Build psychological safety. Create a culture where people feel comfortable sharing ideas without judgment. Celebrate achievements, recognize, and showcase outcomes from successful cross-functional collaborations. By establishing these types of environmental and behavioral conditions, organizations can deeply embed collaboration as a core value and way of working rather than an afterthought. This advances a positive employee experience defined by meaningful, impactful, and socially supported work. Conclusion: in our modern economy, true collaboration has emerged as a vital skill set and mindset for employees and organizations to cultivate. While cooperation serves important practical purposes, collaboration enables the higher-order problem-solving, learning, and relationship building that drive engagement, performance, and business growth. For leaders seeking to foster optimal employee experiences, prioritizing collaborative ways of working through intentional cultural shifts may offer the greatest long-term rewards by inspiring meaningful work through social connections and continuous learning. Moving from a transactional to collaborative culture represents a critical lever for attracting and retaining talent amidst today's competitive environment.